Hello, I'm Jacqueline McInnes Wood, and welcome back to my official channel.
Hello, I'm Jacqueline McInnes Wood, and welcome back to my official channel. I am literally typing this on my phone at 3 in the morning right now because my brain just will not shut off. I just got my hands on the latest spoilers and notes for the next 3 weeks of The Bold and the Beautiful, and I am exhausted. Just reading this makes me so tired, but I have to get this out to you guys because the drama coming up between March 30 and April 17 is just insane. I mean, really insane. My eyes are burning from staring at this screen, but we are doing this. We are diving deep into the absolute mess that these characters are making of their lives right now. So let us start with Deacon Sharp, because Deacon is an idiot. I love him, but he is making the worst choices possible. He is dealing with so much hostility right now, and honestly, he deserves all of it. He decided to sneak around with Taylor Hayes. Taylor, of all people, his wife's absolute nemesis and former victim, and his wife is Sheila Carter Sharp. Like, what is he thinking? You do not cheat on Sheila. You just do not. But he did, and now the fallout is happening, and it is happening hard. Over the next 3 weeks, we are going to see Deacon basically running for his life, literally, because Sheila is starting to figure things out. And you know, Sheila, when she figures things out, people end up in the hospital or worse. Her reaction is going to bring so much fury. But here is the crazy part. Thanks to Deacon being quick on his feet, she does not find out the whole truth immediately. It is a slow burn. And that makes it even scarier. She realizes Taylor has been with a mystery man, but she does not know it is her husband, not yet anyway. And the way this whole thing goes down at the Cliff House is just pure comedy mixed with terror. So let me set the scene for you. Steffy and Finn take the kids on a camping trip, just a quick overnight thing, and Taylor is left alone at the Cliff House. Steffy explicitly warned her to stay away from Deacon. But does Taylor listen? No, because Taylor is acting like a teenager right now. She calls Deacon. Deacon lies to Sheila. He tells Sheila he has a dinner date with his daughter, Hope, a fake alibi. And then he sneaks over to the Cliff House. They order pizza. They leave the pizza box right on the table, clue number 1. And then they go upstairs to the bedroom. But Sheila is not dumb. Well, she is kind of dumb sometimes, but she is also obsessed with Taylor. Sheila thinks Taylor is lonely because Steffy is gone. So Sheila decides to be a good friend. She buys flowers. She goes to the Cliff House. She tries the door. It is locked. She goes around back. She hears noises, moaning noises from upstairs, and Sheila panics. She thinks Taylor is in danger. She thinks someone is hurting Taylor. So what does Sheila do? She goes to the kitchen. She grabs a massive butcher knife and she heads upstairs. She gets to the bedroom door. It is locked. So she kicks it in. Boom. Door splinters everywhere. Sheila is standing there with a butcher knife yelling at whoever is hurting Taylor, but nobody is hurting Taylor. Taylor is just in bed with a man, and that man is Deacon. But Sheila does not see Deacon's face. Why? Because Deacon is already gone, sort of. When Deacon heard Sheila shaking the doorknob downstairs, he absolutely panicked. He knew that voice. He knew he was dead if she caught him, so he did not even think. He just moved. He jumped out of bed. He did not grab his shirt. He did not grab his pants. He just opened the second-story window and climbed out, naked, completely naked. He climbed down the side of the Cliff House in his birthday suit, and he jumped into the bushes. And he just stays there, hiding in the dirt, naked in the bushes, hoping to God that Sheila does not look out the window, hoping she never discovers the whole story. It is so humiliating for him, but it is better than getting stabbed. So he is just shivering in the landscaping while his wife is upstairs holding a knife over his mistress. So Taylor is left in the bed alone, terrified. Sheila is standing over her with a knife, Taylor begs for her life. "Don't kill me, please," she yells. But Sheila is just confused. She sees Taylor is fine. She realizes she interrupted something intimate. She embarrassed this mystery guy so bad that he literally jumped out a window. Sheila lowers the knife, but she starts looking around. And this is where Deacon's sloppy mistakes catch up to him. Because Deacon left his clothes behind, a pile of men's clothes. Just sitting there on the floor, Sheila sees them, and she sees the pizza box downstairs. And the wheels in her crazy brain start turning. She leaves the premises eventually. She thinks maybe Taylor was sleeping with Ridge or something. She does not suspect Deacon right away, but she is definitely thinking about those clues. Unsettling clues, the sudden plans with Hope, the pizza box, the clothes. It is all marinating in Sheila's mind. Meanwhile, Deacon has to sneak back inside once the coast is clear, still naked. He gets his clothes, he checks on Taylor. Taylor is traumatized. She almost got sliced up by her former shooter. They realize how close they came to total disaster. But the disaster is not over because Sheila is going to start investigating. Sheila decides she needs to verify Deacon's alibi. So she goes straight to Hope Logan Spencer. She corners Hope. She fishes for details about this supposed father-daughter dinner they had. And this is where things get really awkward because Hope is a terrible liar. She really is. She wants to protect her dad. She wants Deacon away from Sheila anyway. So she lies for him. She tells Sheila, yes, we had dinner. It was great. We ate food. We talked. But her deception is so obvious. Hope is sweating. She is stammering. She is looking away. Sheila is staring at her with those crazy eyes. And Sheila just knows Hope is lying. She might not know exactly what the lie is covering up yet, but she knows Hope is full of it. And that makes Sheila even more suspicious. And let me just take a quick tangent here, because speaking of Hope, have you guys seen the rumors online? Fans are going crazy on social media, speculating that Annika Noel might be pregnant in real life. She married John Patrick Amadori back in October. And lately on the show, Hope has been wearing these huge baggy shirts, like really oversized stuff, just like they did with Ashley Brewer, who plays Ivy. Ashley is pregnant in real life and wearing giant blazers. So fans think Annika is too. And honestly, we have to be sensitive because Annika had some really tough losses in the past. She wrote that heartbreaking Glamour article in 2021. So it is her private business. But if she is pregnant, wow. The show could totally write it in. Hope is happily remarried to Liam right now. Beth and Kelly would love a sibling. Douglas is in Paris, but he would be happy too. It would be perfect timing for a new baby storyline for Liam and Hope. But anyway, back to the current mess. Hope is wearing these baggy shirts and sweating bullets while Sheila interrogates her. After Sheila leaves, Hope absolutely freaks out. She calls Deke sharp. She tells her brother everything. She frets to Deke about how much Sheila has uncovered. Hope is terrified. Deke is terrified. Deke asks her point blank if she thinks Sheila found out about their dad and Taylor and if they are all in danger now. Because if Sheila goes off the rails, nobody is safe. Not Deacon, not Taylor, not Hope, not Deke. And while all this panic is happening with the Sharp family, we have Steffy. Oh boy. Steffi Forrester Finnegan comes home from her nice, relaxing camping trip. She walks into her beautiful cliff house, and what does she find? Her upstairs bedroom door is kicked into a million pieces, splintered wood everywhere. She is shocked. She demands to know what happened, and Taylor has to confess. Taylor has to look her daughter in the eye and say, yeah, I invited Deacon over. And then Sheila showed up with a butcher knife and kicked the door down. Steffi absolutely flips out. I mean, she loses her mind. And she has every right to. Steffi goes nuclear on Taylor. She rants at her mother for putting herself in such a dangerous situation. She reminds Taylor that she specifically banned Deacon from this house. She warned Taylor that Sheila would find out and target the family. Steffi has kids. Kelly and Hayes live in that house. What if they had been home? What if Sheila had snapped? Steffi is furious. She rips into Taylor for being so selfish and reckless. But Steffi does not stop there. Oh no. She directs her rage at Deacon next. Steffi tracks Deacon down and launches a massive confrontation. She screams at him for bringing his crazy wife's drama into her home. She tells him he is a coward, which he is. He jumped out a window naked and left Taylor to face a knife. Steffi has no respect for him. She sounds the alarm over Taylor's safety. She tells everyone that Sheila is going to kill them all when she finds out, and Steffi is right to panic. Because Sheila is continuing to pop puzzle pieces into place, during the week of April 6 to April 10, Sheila really starts to figure it out. She thinks about the clothes. She thinks about Hope's bad lying. She thinks about the timeline, and it clicks. It finally clicks. She realizes the mystery man in Taylor's bed was her own husband, Deacon Sharp. And you would think Sheila would just grab a gun right then and there, but no. B&B spoilers say this time is different. That will bring out Sheila's menacing tendencies, but in a new way. It sets up some massive revenge shockers, but it is not immediate violence. Instead of confronting the duo right away or grabbing a weapon again, Sheila decides to mess with Taylor and Deacon's heads. She goes full psychological warfare. She drags out her vengeful plan. She leaves the pair guessing about her next move. She pretends she is still in the dark. She smiles at Deacon. She serves him drinks at Il Giardino. She acts like the loving wife, all while she is secretly plotting the most devastating payback possible. And that is honestly so much scarier. A calm Sheila is a deadly Sheila. She slips back into familiar and frightening patterns. Her past behavior resurfaces. The calculating, manipulative villain is back, and Deacon and Taylor are just sitting ducks. Every time Sheila looks at them, they are going to sweat. Every decision matters now. One misstep, and they are done. Sheila's unraveling is going to take center stage and send shockwaves through everyone connected to her. But wait, that is not the only drama happening, because we have to talk about Forrester Creations. Things are heating up over there too. While the Cliff House is turning into a horror movie, the design office is turning into a teen romance movie. Brooke Logan Forrester is getting very curious. She is always in her kids' business, so she expresses curiosity about RJ Forrester's love life. She sits RJ down and starts probing, and RJ is just an open book. He opens up to his mom about how hard he is falling for Electra Forrester. He is clearly falling head over heels for her. He talks about how amazing she is, how beautiful she is, how much he likes spending time with her. And Brooke is thrilled. She will be so glad over the news. She tells RJ that Electra is the woman he deserves. Brooke is fully supporting this. She wants RJ to be happy, and she probably likes that it keeps Electra away from Will Spencer. Because the Logan and Spencer and Forrester family dynamics are always messy. And speaking of messy, we have Ivy Forrester. Ivy is the puppet master behind this whole RJ and Electra romance. She is the one who stole Electra's letter to Will. She is the one who planted Will's broken necklace. She manufactured this entire breakup so Electra would end up with RJ instead. And her plan is working perfectly. But there is a small hiccup. Electra will discover something that relates to Ivy. We do not know exactly what it is yet. Maybe a receipt, maybe a passing comment from Daphne, but Electra finds a clue. However, B&B spoilers say she should remain oblivious to the depth of her aunt's plotting. She does not figure out the big secret. She does not realize Ivy stole the letter. She just thinks Ivy is being a little pushy, maybe. Electra is too swept up in the RJ romance to see the truth. Because RJ and Electra are getting really close, Ivy keeps pushing them together, giving them projects, leaving them alone in rooms, and it works. Electra and RJ end up sharing more smooches at work. The tension between them is building. They had that moonlight swim, and now they cannot keep their hands off each other, and it leads to a very awkward moment. RJ and Electra are in the design office, They are supposed to be working, but instead they start making out. A heavy, sizzling makeout session right there next to the sketch pads. And who walks in? Brooke and Ridge Forrester. Yep, mom and dad walk right in on them. Brooke and Ridge witness something they were never meant to see. They catch RJ and Electra in this totally passionate moment. It is going to be so embarrassing for RJ, but Brooke is probably secretly cheering on the inside. Ridge might be a little weirded out since Electra is technically his niece through Eric's brother or whatever complicated family tree they have. But they are not blood related, so it is fine. It is just typical Forrester creations, inappropriate workplace behavior. And Ivy is watching all of this unfold from the sidelines. The spoilers say Ivy will be pleased with the way her plan is working out. She sees RJ and Electra making out. She sees Will moving on with Melissa Dillon. Ivy thinks she won. She thinks she fixed her niece's life. She is so smug about it, but we all know how soap operas work. Secrets do not stay buried forever. Ivy's manipulation will inevitably lead to disaster sooner or later. Daphne knows the truth. Dylan overheard the truth. It is only a matter of time before Will or Electra finds out that their entire breakup was a manufactured lie. And when that happens, the explosion is going to be massive. Ivy is going to lose Electra's trust forever. RJ is going to get his heart broken when Electra inevitably runs back to Will. It is a ticking time bomb. But for now, Ivy is smiling. RJ is kissing the girl of his dreams. Brooke is happy. And Ridge is just trying to run a company while also plotting to destroy Katie and Bill's fashion house. Because yes, that war is still going on too. Brooke and Ridge are launching new sabotage efforts against Logan. They are putting Katie's company in serious jeopardy. It is just nonstop corporate warfare. But really the main event is Sheila. The fact that Sheila is just sitting there knowing her husband slept with Taylor and choosing to play mind games instead of screaming. That is the best writing we have had in a while. I cannot wait to see Deacon squirm. I want to see him sweat through his shirts at Il Giardino while Sheila asks him casually about his day. I want to see Taylor jump at every shadow in the Cliff House. They brought this on themselves. Steffy is the only one with any sense right now. She knew this would happen, and now she has to clean up the mess and buy a new bedroom door. Honestly, Steffy should just kick Taylor out. Send her back to Paris. Let her do her psychiatry over Zoom, because keeping her in Los Angeles is just a hazard to everyone's health. All right, guys, I am literally falling asleep at my keyboard. My fingers are cramping from typing all this out, but I had to share it. The next about 3 weeks are going to be wild. March 30 to April 17 is going to change everything for these characters. Make sure you tune in and make sure you subscribe to the channel for more unhinged late night spoiler rants, because I will be here watching every single awkward lie Hope tells, watching every single crazy look Sheila gives, and watching Deacon try to explain why he was naked in a bush. You cannot make this stuff up. Well, actually the writers can, and they did, and it is glorious. So grab your popcorn, lock your bedroom doors. Do not leave your clothes on the floor if you are sneaking around.